What's up, everybody? It's Matt with That Jeep Adventure.
Kyle.
We're about to go hit SMORR today. We drove, I think it was about 11 hours by the time we made a couple stops from South Mississippi all the way up here to Seymour, Missouri. Most of us haven't been here before. A couple in the group have, so they're going to lead the way this morning. Really excited. We've heard nothing but good things about this park, so it should be a good day.
Let's do it. It's a little colder out here than we're used to. This should make for a good day on the trail, and we're excited about that.
Sound a little nasally and runny.
Yeah, it's the cold air hitting the lungs.
Side effects of 34 degrees?
Yeah, a little bit of that would be.
It could be the wind.
It could be the wind. It's a dry cool.
Everything's dry but his nose. I kind of got that going on too.
Hey, you got that ARB?
Kent, what are you ready for?
Man, I'm ready to hit some of these hard trails out here.
That's what I think.
I want to see what all the hype's about.
I agree.
It sounds like it's supposed to be a good park, so I'm pumped. I was up at 4, ready to go. Had to make myself go back to sleep.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, so everybody is pretty much ready to go. I think we're waiting on Rob to finish airing down back there, but I'm excited. It's freaking cold. We're all bundled up, and we're gonna have a good time. I got my buddy Corey with me today. He came down. We hadn't kicked it in a few years, so it'd be super cool to have him in the Jeep today. All right, so we just went up Iron Horse and came down Log Jam, and now we are at Rocky Road. Should come up. Now start going back driving. All right, so we just made it. I think this is technically the exit that Kyle's basically up on Rocky Road, I think is what they said. But we are gonna take out on High Mountain Road over there. We're going up. They said it'll take us to the bottom of Larry's Hill. We saw on other videos that was definitely a spot we needed to check out while we were here. So I guess we'll get there and see what lines everybody chooses. Apparently it can be like super extreme or super easy. I don't know about super easy.
I'm taking the training wheels line.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
We need to just finish this out. But they said I think we're gonna come back tomorrow, maybe and do this section of the trail. Is it hard to get in this Jeep, Corey?
Just in some spots.
We're also out of breath after walking back up that hill.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy though. Kyle freaking sent it up that thing. So I guess that's what you had to do though, really. Coming down Brixie Hill brought us up to the beginning of Cheap Trick. This was one of the harder trails on my list of trails to hit at SMORR. Randy had seen the trail before and thought that if any of the Jeeps in our group could make this trail, it was the CJ. I decided to give it a shot.
That's it?
That's it?
If you can crawl it, just keep coming up to the driver's side.
Yeah, it's a big rock, it's a big undercut. The first obstacle on the trail was a super undercut ledge that made my 39.5 IROCs look tiny. There was one spot that felt like it might crawl. After all else failed, I made my way back to this spot and tried it with more throttle. All right, well, I just tried Cheap Trick and I definitely don't have enough tire to get up that ledge. And I think we blew up something in the rear end because the rear end's not pulling. So I guess we're gonna go home and do some investigating and see what's going on.
Sad day at the off-road park.
Alright, so what happened was we snapped the rear output shaft from the Dana 20. So went into the office, he made a phone call, he found somebody that's got another Dana 20 that may want to sell it. So fingers crossed that it's exactly what we need, because if he's got the one we need, then I can just swap the tail housing out and we'll be back in business. So that's best case scenario. Otherwise, we're just gonna hop in with somebody else. Tell us what they're doing to your Jeep.
Man, it's they don't want to stop. Coming down the hills, it's got some brakes, but I just don't want to run anybody over. We can't quite figure out what it is, so we're gonna bleed the lines a little bit and take it back out there and put a bunch of distance between me and the person in front of me.
Nice.
But let's put Stouffer in front of it.
Yeah, they got the crew working on it. The pit crew. We followed Bronco Buster around to the V-Notch trail. Right at the beginning of this trail, there was a really deceptive little ledge. Since Randy was leading the pack, he was up first to give it a go in his JKU on 40s.
Yeah, but he's in a knot.
After a few tries, Randy wasn't having any luck. Between the slick rock and double ledging, he decided it wasn't happening. With such a large group, we decided not to try to get everyone through this obstacle. So, we continued down Bronco Buster instead.
Kyle pointed out. Well, see, this right here is what you call, I just got 40s.
37s don't like to hold air.
Yeah, these.
The only logical answer is not to put the spare on, but to buy 40s.
Yeah, so like we're gonna just
right
leave
now.
it here. What?
Back it up and change the tire real quick while it's on a flat.
Yeah, or even just the factory. I mean, the factory.
While we waited for Kyle to change his tire, a group of super nice, well-built rigs pulled up to hit V-Notch. These first two TJs were on larger, sticky tires. Even they had some trouble on this little step-up ledge.
That's the line you took it wrong.
right, well, Kyle got his tire changed and everybody making up that little ledge here. We're still on Bronco Buster. So I don't know what's ahead. Seems like things just keep getting harder, maybe. We did get to see some rigs make it up V-notch where Randy wasn't able to make it through, and they had stickies and bigger tires, so all that helped. Seeing them make it through definitely kind of justified while we couldn't make it.
42.
Huge hole on the right side.
Is it good, Randy?
Yeah. Woo!
Yes.
All right, so this is the beginning of Rattler, like the waterfall that kind of everybody makes. It's hard to stay out of the side here. Actually Randy was here a few years ago and he's got some damage on his fender here from this exact spot. So I don't know if everybody's gonna try it, we'll see, but I know a few people are gonna try it.
Right.
How tall you think that is, Rob?
5 feet, I guess.
5 foot, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you gotta turn into it to stay on. Yeah. Look, it crawls right up.
Hey, passenger, just a hair. Right, whoop, little drop. Right there.
Golly, dude.
Right there. I'm gonna get you off that ledge, too. Stay that wide. We'll drop it.
I mean, look, tire in the ball.
We'll drop it.
That's it. Yep, that's it.
Drop it.
Yeah!
I'd like to try to get up there and people get body damage.
I've seen it both ways.
Yeah,
Golly, that's
Right here. The driver. Keep me on the draw. Driver.
Atta girl, Kyle. Yeah, yeah. Touch it while it's clean.
Low pack. Low pack. He's gonna slide you. So if you stay real slow, he'll catch that rock. That rock will go. Low pack. Here. Driver. Stay driver. Driver. Fine. Stay strong. Driver. Easy touch. Why not bounce? Stay driving, come on. go.
Probably because people aren't hammering on it.
There you go. Little passenger. Little passenger. Right there. Little passenger. Right there. Lay that line. Keep going. Keep going.
Camera just doesn't do that part. Right there. Yeah.
Come on over for the four. Stay driving.
Hey Mama, did I look good? There it goes. There it goes. Yeah!
Gotta be easier than that. You're fine.
Oh man.
No.
All right, Kyle, you made it.
Hey,
I think he was
made it.
nervous about it before.
A scotch.
Yeah. He saw Randy make it, and then Rob make it.
Rob make it.
And then he
Down
didn't
the
have a
line.
choice. He didn't have a choice.
Yeah, pride got in the way.
Yeah, but unscathed.
Unscathed?
Yeah, it was pretty sketchy. Like when the front tire is up on the top left, I mean, it's at least 9 feet.
Yeah,
at
it's
least.
pretty fun.
I mean, the 4-door, they said they saw 45.
45 degrees on the inclinometer or whatever it is.
I think it's lying. I think it was 75.
Yeah.
It looked really sketchy.
yeah, I think
Camera
it
does
was
not
90,
do that
bro.
spot justice.
I think it was 90.
Yeah. Yeah. So now this is where we separate
Yeah. Buy
the
2 doors.
4 doors from the 2 doors down here. So
Buy 2 doors and Mama Bear.
yeah, they're all headed back to camp.
Don't get there and there's not as much crayfish.
Hey, have dinner ready when we get back.
That's right. be a good boo.
Day 1 at SMORR was awesome. We knocked out at least half of the trails on our list and got to end the day hyped up from seeing the 4 doors take that gnarly line on Waterfall. It kind of sucked that I broke the CJ5, but Corey and I still had a blast catching a ride in Rob's Jeep. It's not hard to have a good time on the trail no matter what the situation is. Thanks for watching part 1 of our SMORR visit. Stay tuned for part 2 where we tackle Curly Wolf, V-Notch, Double Whammy, and Larry's Hill. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow That Jeep Adventure on Instagram.